Bruce, here we are. Welcome to Reinvention Daily. So glad to have you here, my dear friend. Welcome to the show. Question for you.
Thank you.
Everyone's favorite question now. Bruce, how have you reinvented your business right now?
Well, my business has gone through a lot of change because everybody is all of a sudden realizing that accounting and the way they do things is becoming more and more important. And the clients that I've been talking to and said, we really need to fix this. We really need to fix that. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Now they're saying, well, to get this loan, I really need to fix this. I really need to do these things. And people are listening with a different set of ears than they've listened for in a long time. The other thing that's interesting is that the idea of where we're going to be when we come out of this, there are a lot of positive things that could happen here. If you're a restaurant owner, you're going to have your choice of, and you survive this, you're going to have your choice of maybe some better staffing because other staffs are gone. Where when we went into this, we were in a staff shortage. So I'm telling people, and I'm working with them to think about where we're coming out of this, what we're doing. And it's no longer reporting, because the CFO does reporting and historical and some projections, but now we're really planning. It's planning for what if. How do you come out of this? How do you make yourself stronger? Because there's going to be an opportunity for the strong to become stronger here. And I think that it's a different world than we've ever been in. I think that we're starting to see people open again. And you've got to think about, how do you open? How are you going to deal with this? What are the personnel issues? What are the financial issues that all come into play on this? And I'm finally getting some of my customers who don't think very far ahead to think, maybe I need to be doing some planning about where we're going and how I come out of this and what it's going to look like when we get to the other end of it, because nobody knows at this point.
Absolutely. It's important with the accounting you said, because that's something that used to maybe be pushed aside a little bit or not done correctly, but now you're forcing people to do it the right way. So as we move out of this, Bruce, how are you telling your clients, or how are you telling people in general to rethink or reinvent the way they think about their finance and their business?
Well, there are basically 2 or 3 different types of clients. You have the client that, I'm a cash guy, I don't need to borrow money, I've got all the money I need in the bank. You have the guy who's, I deal with cash and I deal with debt because they're a good mix. And then you got the guys that are all debt. Well, the 2 outliers, they're all cash or all debt, they're in trouble. Because the guy that's all cash is sitting there burning through his cash going, and he's got no forgiveness. He's got nothing to do. And the guy that's all debt is like, what am I doing here? And my clients are starting to see why borrowed capital is good capital as well as cash capital. And you need to balance it. And people are finally starting to get the idea that it's a balance. It's not all of one or all of the other. It's, why would you pay for a piece of equipment that's going to make you money over 10 years? Why would you pay it for it day one? Finance that sucker and let it run. Because that way, day one, it makes you money, not 3 years from now when you finally get the machine paid off and get your cash back. So long-term assets, long-term goals. You and I were on a call the other day. The lighting as a service. Why would you buy light bulbs or do all of this upgrade to your building, to your HVAC or your air conditioning? But gee, here, I've got to give you cash where I can have somebody come in as a service, put it on the roof, and it comes out of my bill and saves me money. So the idea of how you control your money, what your cash flows are, and really, where are you going with all this? My customers are finally starting to get an understanding that paying cash for equipment's a bad idea. Paying cash for a lot of stuff's a bad idea. That you should think of it as, let it pay for itself while you use it.